Hello guys and welcome back to this Go4 Mobile Legends North American Cup number 4. My name is Sona and I'm joined by the beautiful Desertu. And we are into the first game here between BMJ, the Bad Mama Jamas, and Second Chance Gaming Blue.
Indeed we are, and let's see how we've managed to attune ourselves to the spec ability. What's your current timestamp, Sona?
26 seconds.
Oh, you're behind me. I'm on 16 seconds.
Oh wait, you're miles ahead of me. Holy moly.
Oh, mate, racing ahead. What, you on an iPad, did you say?
Yeah, iPad Pro.
Mate, not that pro. I can tell you what's going on. I'll leave you to do the
Right, you have to, mate. You have to wait for this spec to happen. We are obviously fighting over that relic already. Win's going to take some damage. Ukulele is the first target. The relic will fall in just a second. They're going to knock Ukulele up, and first blood goes over to Win. They pick up the relic as well. Win's going to take that on the Owen. Yonic has to flash away. Jafafo will pick up one kill for himself. We'll see the counter kill coming out, and BMJ looking not to get swept out here by Owen, who does get some more damage onto Jafafa. 2 kills to 1 in favor of Second Chance Gaming Blue.
Quite interesting that it wasn't Yonic that fell down at first. He was a focus, to say the very least, and obviously did manage to get himself away in the end, but it worked out really well, like you say, for SCG Blue, who had a really good time in that first fight over the relic. Let's see how, of course, how the lane starts turning out for them now.
That's always the big question. Win's going to jump onto Ukulele once again. Prophecy is the first target. Almost takes him down. One more also would have been enough, but not quite able to chase him out. We are seeing Bria played here by Blood Gang as well, so interesting pick there. Instead of taking the Yonic, went for that Bria. Prophecy sitting back on his more comfortable pick of the Yonic. Let's talk a bit about these compositions. So you've got a lot of AoE coming out from the side of BMJ. You know, when you've got Yonic, Uxar, and Kull as well, you can do a huge amount of pain if SC do group up. But SC have shown consistently that they are very good at understanding the enemy team composition and playing around it pretty effectively.
They are, and quite interestingly as well, Pixel is guarded as a bit of a tilter, I suppose you could say, in normal games. Wind himself said to me, you know, okay, in normals he's not the best player in the world. I think it was 1-10 was his score earlier, but when it comes around to the tournament games like this, he really does show up big, and so far was doing a pretty good job of that in the bot lane, was pushing around Kull. That Jafafa is currently playing for BMJ here, and in fact this is something you can see just by looking at the minimap. In both lanes you find BMJ are being shoved straight under tower, and this is just giving a lot of freedom to SCB to start being able to roam around, take out the camps that are just below them as well. Particularly if they can start pushing in towards the enemy camps and taking those away, that will work out really, really well for them.
Oh yeah, you want to take those early advantages as much as you can. And SC have been consistently, you know, one of the top tier teams. They'll take away that speed relic as well. Bria's just going to farm up these boars. I guess they're boars, although they have 4 tusks. So sort of a mixture of an Oliphant from Lord of the Rings and a boar. Pixel actually picks up the brutality there. I didn't even see that. Just a 1v1 in the bottom lane, taking out that Kull. Absolutely dominating BMJ at the moment. And it's the power of Roland in the bottom lane, you know. It's if he can stick on someone and they can't get away from you, as soon as you take a small advantage, Roland just can absolutely melt through his opposition.
Absolutely, well, Pixel showing that he indeed does show up in these big games and doing so with fashion, to say the very least. It seems Roland in both of these games we've watched so far has been a very ideal pick to take down there. I guess partly because once you've got that solo XP and you start getting ahead, you can then jump into a team fight, cause absolute chaos with the item lead that you'll have as well as the XP lead, start tearing things up. And so far, working out really, really well for Blue here. You can see they're actually starting to take away lots of the enemy camps as well. Really trying to take every advantage they can. And we'll have to wait and see, of course, what's going to happen here in just a second.
Bria with a good Vine arrow, actually, but Owen's going to take a huge amount of pain in response. Bria's going to need to try and get away. Blood Gang has to retreat himself away. They're going to try and turn back on towards BMJ here. Ukulele's very low. Roland will flash in with that teleport. Take down the first kill already. And looking for Jafafa as well. Will just connect. Wind just about connecting with Owen right at the end. So once again, Second Chance pick up a couple of kills for themselves.
Yeah, looking really good so far. Doesn't seem to be a massive response coming out of BMJ here, just being forced very defensively. It's all about, you know, you speak about this in any MOBA game, it's about being reactive versus proactive, and here it's definitely a reactive play that's coming in for BMJ, and the game very much so fully in control for SC Blue here.
Yeah, that's the power of SC. Good knock up though by Cool. We'll be able to take down Bloodgang. Actually doesn't target Bloodgang down on the Bria. Yonic is off towards the side. We'll pick up the kill, and now we're going to have to see if SC can turn this one around. They've lost 2 members already, and Pixel decides he doesn't want to sacrifice himself for the good of the team. We'll just jump away on that Roland, pick himself up the healing, and make sure that BMJ can't push underneath this turret too quickly. Everyone from SC is back up, so we'll be able to push out once again. Roland's looking for something here. Not quite able to connect onto Jafafa. We'll jump in. There's the Blade Vortex as well, but has to teleport himself away. Not able to use that ultimate as effectively as he would like.
A little bit wasted if nothing else, because that could have been the contributor to a 3-0 fight for these guys if they saw there. Kind of wasted it trying to pick up on 1 or 2 picks and nearly got brought down himself, actually. Would have been an absolute disaster, burning out your ultimate and dying for your troubles as well. But again, we saw this a lot in the last game. One fight can make it look like it's entirely one team's game. The next fight, it can look completely the other way around there. So really good, again, proactive play coming out of BMJ there and getting in themselves those couple of kills.
Pixel will take over that giant, so keep himself a little bit more alive in these fights. Bladerang used by Owen to try and steal away those camps, not quite able to connect, and at the moment, Second Chance taking up just a moment to understand what's going on. Prophecy's actually going to get himself a Tiger here, so that's a bunch of extra physical attack for him, but he still needs to be really careful if he's going to try and fight into Pixel on this Roland. It's the second time we've seen this Yonic being put in towards the bottom side of the map, again into a Roland, and again not working out quite as effectively, perhaps, as BMJ would like.
Absolutely, yeah, it's looking okay so far. They do a lot of these kind of bush poking, but it doesn't always work out for them there. Actually, might have seen another scrap coming up here.
Yeah, Cool with a double knock-up. Does use that ult. We're going to see Uxar caught up in the whirlwind, and now Cool's going to take a huge amount of pain. Here comes Roland. There's the Blade Vortex. Going to turn his attentions over towards Prophecy, who will fall as well. Only Ukulele left alive. Not quite able to connect with the kill, but it is actually the ace coming out right at the end. Team kill and a triple, all for Pixel. They took the turret as well. Second Chance Gaming able to start to take the lead in this matchup.
It isn't. Look at the level differences between the teams at the minute. It's between Roland and his counterparts in terms of every laner that's going on the other side for BMJ here. From his bot lane counterpart, he's 3 levels ahead in that regard. And even from the highest level in the team, the 8 on this Yonic, it's still 2 levels ahead. So again, getting that Roland ahead, jumping in the fights and causing absolute chaos with the golden XP lead that you've developed. It's just working out so well for them this game.
That it is. Definitely working out incredibly well for them. We're going to see another fight in towards the bottom side. Owen takes a bit of pain here. Jafafa able to pick up the kill, and again, Roland's going to try and get on towards the backline here. Ukulele is the target. Uxar will get taken out. Pixel doing a huge amount of work. Now turns his attentions over to the Cool. He should be able to take down as well. Yonic gets teleported onto, and it's all Pixel all the time. Once again, picking himself up a triple.
How do you stop Roland here? Pixel especially has just been causing absolute chaos. Again, the level advantage is a big part in this, but they just seem they're kind of split here. BMJ, they have to focus on the Briar because she's doing so much damage herself, but then when you've got the Roland in the backline melting through your main damage dealers, it really pulls you in 2 directions, and this is what makes it really hard for teams like BMJ to be able to react to this aggression that comes across from SC Blue here. Is that there isn't any particular one answer that says this will definitely solve our problem, because there are so many problems they've got to deal with that one answer just isn't enough for them, unfortunately.
Pixel able just to dodge his way around it, sneaking around, but Prophecy will pick him up with the snipe at the end. That Yonic with the long range able to take him down, actually use the Wise Hunter, that ultimate, to take out the kill. It is 7-11 at the moment, so SC haven't run away with this one yet, but you have to feel, you know, Bria's starting to get some items underneath her belt. And when you've got that Roland as well, going to do a huge amount of pain. They're going to try and get on towards Jafafa on this Cool. Should be able to take him down, but he just needs a couple more auto attacks. Will be able to get the kill with that Vine at the end as well. Now Prophecy, Yonic tries to get the regen. We'll get an extra level off that, but here comes Pixel from the backline, and doesn't matter how many levels you've got when you're dead. It's a double kill for Bria. They're going to chase on it towards the final kill here as well. Uxar trying to get himself away, but Ukulele has no place to go, nowhere to hide at all. From Second Chance Gaming, who get their 14th kill of this game.
Looking really good for them so far, and pretty convincing at the start of the best of 3 series. Of course, this is a best of 3, so BMJ do have time to react and find a way back into this game, to say the least. Question is, again, what is it you're going to ban out here? The bans they've already brought through were clearly targeted against some of the SC Blue lineup. You try and ban away the Roland here, it's only going to free up one of the picks they've already tried to take away. So they need to either come up with their own answers to this by being more proactive with their picks, thinking of something that's going to upset this competition they're likely to end up facing again if they don't change the bans, or they need to be prepared to be dealing with something else from the SC Blue team.
But what? How do you deal with SC Blue at the moment? They're double your kills. They've got this massive Roland as well. You know, Pixel absolutely dominant in this game. Uxar's going to get caught up once again. They're just trying to bring them in here. We'll use the Tornado to knock up Jafafa. Roland's going to try and get on towards Yonick, who does teleport away, but there's the teleport in, and Prophecy has nowhere to go at all. No protection for him either. They'll jump onto Yooka-Laylee as well. Pixel will take him down. It's all up to Jafafa to try and get away from this one. Bladerang does come out from Owen for a little bit more damage. There's the stun, and Jafafa will fall. Only 3 kills away from the victory here for Second Chance Gaming Blue.
I'm curious, what timestamp are you now at?
I'm at 9:55.
Wow, you've caught me up.
What is this? This is crazy, man.
I'm at bang on 10 minutes 2 seconds right now, so
Yep.
This is interesting. We're now together, finally.
So Royal Crown has finally been picked up here on Pixel, getting it as his 6th item. Not usually we see Roland go for the Royal Crown a little bit earlier, but when you're this far ahead, I guess it doesn't matter too much.
Absolutely, yeah. Just wants to get that into an ancient weapon and also start making himself even scary in these fights.
Looking for the last kill.
Exactly, they're going for that last kill now, jumping straight into the back, and it looks like it's going to be all over here. Oh, they're not getting the Cyclone down there, so all that damage is going to be denying Pixel potentially here, but that last kill will be picked up indeed by Pixel, and a great first game out of SCB.
A superb game from SCB. Dominant, really, from Pixel as well. I don't understand BMJ's strategy of playing this Yonick in the bottom lane, you know? It doesn't seem to work for them. It always gets taken out by any of these melee bruisers, and you can try and get yourself a little bit ahead, but you don't have the escape to get away as soon as the enemy gets on top of you, so not too good at all for BMJ. They are, of course, in the quarterfinals here against SCB of the 4th Go4 MOBA Legends North American Cup. They still have the opportunity to try and get through to the semi-finals. I believe, actually, we know who they'll be playing. It's going to be against Raw, so that's RAWR. In the semi-finals, and the other Second Chance Gaming team are into the semis as well. They beat out FC, so if Second Chance Gaming Red are there, they'll be facing up against either Initials or God Complex Alpha, depending on who's winning in that quarter-final. I think we'll be getting through to the lobby very, very quickly, knowing SC already see the first bans coming out here from SC, so they banned out Uxar, which I think is actually a really strong ban. Uxar is very difficult to deal with when played effectively, and we saw signs of life coming out from BMJ there with the Uxar, but just getting rid of him makes it a lot easier for your team to actually get on towards that back line and take people down.
Absolutely, yeah, and we have to look towards this bot lane and say, what are they going to do about the Roland here? What is their response that they can try and bring through? Because I think, you know, there's 2 games in a row now BMJ have faced off against a team where they've come up against Roland in the bot lane, and they've still sent that Yonick into the bot lane by himself, and has been absolutely crushed in both games. Although it's nice to try and take the Yonick where you know you're probably a higher skill than your opponent, you can shove them in and make sure you're always putting pressure in that bottom lane and then potentially make a run up top lane with all the XP and gold that you'll have amassed. It doesn't work out for you when you're against someone who's equally skilled or maybe even slightly lesser skilled in a sense. So it's just not working too well for them here. Maybe either need to bat the Roland or pick something completely different in that bot lane.